welcome to the Canadian Scrapbooker Magazine web show. My name is Jackie. Today we are going to be stamping with gesso with Connie Nichol. Connie is here to play with gesso and stamping and Izinks, and I'm so excited, so just dive right in.
Okay, I had a lot of fun just playing with this technique. Here's a couple of cards that I made. I've used gesso to stamp with a magenta stamp.
Can sort of see it like right in here.
Yeah, it's almost like a resist, and then I've kind of paired that with some simple stories, fun paper and stickers. So it gives a very bright and happy feel. So those are the cards, and then I made a layout because I was on a roll and I was having so much fun. So just like I say,
you can really see it down in this corner though. The resist of the gesso after you've stamped it.
Yeah, so I'll show you how to do that. It doesn't take very long, it's very easy.
And gesso is a paint, like a primer.
Yes.
That sometimes confuses people, so it's an acrylic primer.
It looks like this, and there are many brands, and you can even get different colors. You can get clear gesso, black gesso.
Can you color it yourself? Like, have you ever done that stuff?
Absolutely.
Like that?
You can mix it with acrylic paint.
Fun.
But right now it looks like goopy white paint. You can buy it in big tubs and all the craft stores and scrapbooking stores. Cool. So for this project, for the cards, I used this magenta stamp. I think it's a dandelion fluff, but it's just cute.
And Connie, what do you think? Do you think that it's better to use a wood-based stamp? Would stamping with gesso be okay with the acrylic stamps too?
Sure.
Or? Okay.
The trick with stamping with gesso is after you finish stamping, you want to wash it right away, because if it dries on there, you're in trouble.
Don't wreck your stamps.
So what I do, this is actually I think I got it from Dollarama, and it's a brush for cleaning dentures, but an old toothbrush would work just good. So when you get the gesso on there, you just rush it to your sink when you're done, and then just get all the gesso out from the cracks. And this is a very well-loved stamp.
Cool.
So all I do is I have these disposable brushes, but I'll wash those and reuse them too, and goop them into the gesso and just brush it on just like a paint, just like a kind of ink. So you want, you can have different textures. And I'm going to stamp onto black cardstock just so you can see, and and it just shows up white.
Yeah, nice.
Isn't that nice? So you can try different textures. You can have thick amounts, thin amounts. So that's thick, but it just adds a little bit of texture. So that's what it looks like.
And when it dries, like I'm going to show them over here, this is a dry one. It doesn't lose its allure, its shine. It's still really bright.
That's right.
Okay.
So for these projects, I actually stamped white on white Canadian Scrapbooker Super Stock, and you probably can't see that, but it's
but you will.
It's like magic.
Okay.
So it does take a little time to dry. You can set it aside for 10 or 15 minutes, or you can speed it up with a heat gun. I have actually pre-prepared this, so it's all dried. I just let it sit. So this is the white on white. And then to add a little color and to have some fun.
I'm just going to grab that away from you.
Sure. I'll have to run off and wash that right away. I have used some Izinks pigment ink distributed by Clearsnap. They're actually from France, and it's concentrated pigment color with a lot of sheen and shimmer.
And it's in these beautiful eyedropper containers that look also really pretty on your shelf. So it can also come out of your home decor budget, not just your scrapbooking budget.
So to add some color, I just put a drop in my little plastic thing, and I just squirted a little water to dilute the color because it's pretty concentrated. And these are actually from Stampin' Up. I just buy the sponges and cut them up into little pieces, and then just dab and sponge. And so you're just,
and then you can see the color, you can see the resist come out.
It's like magic.
Very nice.
So you can do multiple colors on the same sheet.
For sure.
And you can
blend
buff
and
it up a little bit. So, just have fun, add color, try different stamped images. Nothing too detailed, but it's a really fun thing to do.
So after we've got this gesso on the super stock, it actually makes it kind of heavy. I know, what adhesive are we going to use so it doesn't fall off your card when you go ahead and glue it on?
I'm really fond of this Tombow Xtreme permanent adhesive. It is extremely strong holding, and you can even use it to stick metal to things. It holds a lot of weight. So for this gessoed image on the Canadian Scrapbooker Super Stock, you like to have a nice, good holding adhesive. So I just...
And it has a little trick to it, so we'll just show you really
so
quickly.
Just run down there and you snap.
It's
so you're
the
making
L.
an L. Yeah.
So if you don't do that, it actually goops up a bit. So if the next time you go, it goops up. So make sure when you're using it, you go down L for love.
And, well, we can just stick that
Yeah,
on
stick her on
anything.
there, yeah, for sure.
And it'll stay forever. You can decorate it up with a little stitching or Mayart's ribbon.
Oh,
and
I
that's all it
see
is.
you've stitched, and I know that you've done that with the Brothers Sewing Machine.
Yeah, I love
Yeah.
stitching. It
Yeah.
adds just a special touch to the thing. So I've just made sure it's really good on there and just decorated up with some stitching.
Perfect.
And that's all. So this is the paper line. It's called DIY Boutique or Do It Yourself Boutique. It's the basics. And
Okay.
I use the polka dots.
Yeah, you
for
can
the
see
back.
it right there on your
Yeah.
layout. Yeah.
And then it comes with matching DIY stickers. So I just grabbed all kinds of stickers and put them around the layouts and used them to
Yeah,
decorate
I see
the
them all
cards.
right around here.
Yeah.
Connie used the Simple Stories DIY pattern paper and stickers to create this layout. She stamped on Canadian Scrapbooker Superstock using Gesso and Magenta stamps. The coloring that you see here in the background, she used Izinks that are distributed by Clearsnap, and the sewing was all done with a Brothers Sewing Machine. The layout is all stuck together using Tombow Xtreme adhesive. Wonderful. Thank you, Connie, for being on today's show. Get your Izinks and your Gesso out. Until next time, take care and happy scrapbooking.
Bye.